So you want to know how you get me to make a video again when I am dead tired after most days of work and it is 11 o'clock at night and I gotta be up super early for work? You announced new Nordic support. So for anybody who's followed the channel for for pretty much any given amount of time, you'll know that Nordics are one of my favorite archetypes. I love this archetype a lot. I know and recognize it has a lot of issues. It actually used to be like my main deck for playing, like back when I first started. It was back when I could actually play it at a tournament and do moderately well with it. But yeah, nowadays the deck is just, there's so much wrong with it. The biggest issues really is that the Azir, they're not quick effects when they really should be. Honestly, if they just gave them a card that like made them quick effects, that'd make the deck a lot better. But also, it just needs more stuff in general. It needs more ways of swarming. It needs more ways of getting to the Azir. It needs either new Azir or Azir like retrains or a card that gives the Azir quick effects, stuff like that. And all I did was glance and I see two monsters, a normal spell, and a trap card. I have not read any of these. I am hoping to Odin that these are good. So far, these are the only new cards announced for the deck, and it's only 4 cards, which isn't a lot. The deck needs way more than 4 cards, unless these are like just absolutely bonkers good cards. I also really hope that these cards have some sort of effect when they get banished to capitalize off of the oh so wonderful effect of the Link monster, because that would be really wonderful. But, well, let's go and take a look. Enough, like, dilly-dallying. I want to read these cards bad. So, first and foremost, we have Golem Bursty of the Nordic Beasts. A level 3 light tuner beast effect. Oh my god. Nordic Beasts finally got a second tuner. That's... that's really good. Nordic Beasts have only had gold facts since the original inception of them. If you guys don't know, Nordics are broken up in 3 sub-archetypes. You have the Nordic Beast, you have the Nordic Alfar, and then you have the Nordic... crap, I forget what the other one was. The Nordic Alfar, the Nordic Beast, and then there's the Nordic... Come on. Nordic... I forget. Ascendant, that's what it is. There is also technically the Nordic Champions, and that's it. Like, the Nordic Champion only has 1 card, but it's really pretty much the Ascendant Alfar and, wait, was it Alfar or Alfar? It is Alfar. The Alfar and the Beasts. The Beasts only have 1 tuner, and that is Goldfax. Goldfax is a Cyber Dragon if your opponent controls a Synchro. Unfortunately, of course, that has been dated ever since 5 days was over. You know, at least Synchros do see some play, but they don't see as heavy play anymore as they used to. So let's see if this thing is a good replacement for... Okay, I like this right here. I was just looking at it. For a Synchro summon, you can substitute this card for any 1 Nordic tuner. So basically, each of the 3 Nordic tuner, like, sub-archetypes can be used for one or the other. So Odin can only use Ascendant, Azir Thor needs a Beast, and Loki needs an Alfar. They kind of all... They're intended to be their own decks, but they're best when used together. Like, the guys who played them in the anime, they used them as their own individual archetypes, and I'd love to see that fleshed out more, but at the same time, this deck works best combined together as one. So I'm kind of hoping they never do go that route of separating the 3, because they really do work at their best as a group. Then you got the really stupid Nordic Link monster, who really... I love and hate this card so much. Anyways, so Golem Bursty, you can be treated as for the synchro summon of any Nordic tuner. You don't use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is no more spell summon, you can spell summon a Nordic monster from your hand. You can target 1 Nordic monster in your graveyard, except Golem Bursty, add it to your hand. Okay, so this is really cool. I like both of these effects. When he's normal or spell summon, you can just plop a Nordic on the field. That's really good right there. And then if he is just once per turn, you can add a Nordic from your graveyard to your hand. That's really good as well. Now, granted, Nordics like to have their stuff in the graveyard, but if you want to be able to recur some things, it's some nice extra recursion. I really wish you could add stuff from your graveyard or banish, because that would make it a lot better, because then you can recycle the ones that get banished off of other effects, because this deck does banish a lot. But, however, having the effect to recur once a turn, and also having the effect to just be able to basically be a marauding captain is really nice. I do wish I had a way to summon a dude from the graveyard, though. But, oh well. That being said, level 3 is a weird level for tuners in the deck. Like, it's a really weird level. 4 and 2 are the best. This is a weird level, because if you were to use him with the other Nordic beasts, that would make them a 9. Really, the only way to do it, you would need... It could still work, actually. Yeah, you'd need him, one of the level 3s, and then a level 4, right? That'd be 6, 10. Yeah, that'd still add up to 10. So, yeah, you could do it with one of the beasts, and then, like, a level 4. Honestly, this is probably going to completely replace Tengrisnir in the deck, because he's the most outdated of the good Nordics. He was only basically played for being a name. So I could totally see this card being used in conjunction with Tengrisnir in order to be able to, and then, oh yeah, you could get to add back Tengrisnir, and that's a really good combo right there. I like this. I do like this card quite a bit. He just completely replaces Tengrisnir, which is good. Next up, we got Ivaldi the Nordic Smith. Oh, okay, so we're just mixing things up. Level 4 Earth Warrior effect monster, so now we got another target for Rhoda, which technically the only other one is Tyr, and Tyr's not good. Let's see here. 1500 attack, 700 defense. You can only use each of the first effects to this card's name once per turn. If you control a Nordic or a Azir monster, you can spell summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or spell summon, you can add a Nordic relic card from your deck to your hand. So, Ivaldi, right off the bat, I like both of these effects. The second effect, okay, so are these both Nordic relics? They are. Okay. The reason why I have to specify checking for that is because the Nordic relics, they're the spells and traps of the archetype. Or at least most of them are. Most of the spells and traps are Nordic relics. You got one equip card that's just kind of not good. It was a searcher for Nordic relic cards. If it's sent from Field of Grave and it was an Nordic or an Azir by 800, it's not good. You have Gungnir, which is actually not horrible. It could be a lot better. You banish one Azir or Nordic monster you control, target a card on the field, destroy it, and then during the second phase after activation, the monster you banished comes back. It's a way of dodging stuff. And then you have Nordic relic, good lord, brings Gammon, target a face-up monster you control, and one face-up monster. Opponent controls the attack of the first target becomes equal to the original attack of the second target. It's not good. That's a freaking, what was it called? Amazon. That's an Amazon card right there. Megan Jord's probably the best, because it can OTK with your Azir. Target one, actually, that or it's Leviathan. It's one of these two. Megan Jord, which I believe is a secret rare from the set it came out in, if I remember right. It was a pretty card, too. Target an Azir or Nordic you control, its attack and defense can become double its original attack and defense until the end of its turn, but it cannot attack your opponent directly this turn. Obviously, it's only really an OTK if like you can hit something small. You'd use this on Odin, and Odin's an 8k beater with it. You can then become immune to spells and traps for the rest of the turn. It's not horrible, but it really could be better. Then Leviathan's a weird spell speed 4 card. Target a face-up card on the field that destroyed a monster by battle this turn, destroy it. Cards and effects cannot be activated in response to this card's activation. It's a spell speed 4 card, but hey, it's nice, I guess. I really wish you could search out any Nordic spell or trap card, or even better yet, some of the other stuff that like have Nordic in the name, or even just Azir in the name, because there's some Azir specific cards like March Towards Ragnarok, which is actually probably their best spell card. Target an Azir monster you control until the end of this turn. Its effects are negated. Also, that monster is unaffected by other spell and trap cards. So, oh hey, your opponent activates like Lightning Storm, Chain this. Your guy can't be killed by spells and traps, but hey, they can still probably nuke it with a. Actually, they will and can, and you bet they will kill you with it. They'll still nuke it with a Dragoon. Goddamn Wrong is a fun card too, but it's not searchable, so it's not like any good at all. Even if it was searchable, it still wouldn't be good. But it's a funny one. There's also Psalm of Ordi and Odin's Eye, but both of them are bad. Divine Relic Mjolnir. This one, if this was searchable, I could actually see it being played. It basically gave your Azir double attacks for the turn. It can make a second attack during each battle phase. Why can this card not search out any card that has Nordic in the name or in the card text or Azir card? Oh well. It can search Nordic relics. Most of the relics are garbage. Actually, it's probably good consensus that they're all garbage. But hey, this card can summon itself for free. That right there makes this card really good, just even there. And that's not even saying I haven't looked at what the new relics do. If the new relics are good, this card's instant. I mean, even without the new relics being good cards, this card's an instant 3 of, because it instantly replaces. Let's see here. Where's my Nordic deck? Here's my. God, this is outdated. I have not touched Nordics in forever. But it basically instant replaces Ygopro. It instantly replaces Ygopro. Because Ygopro is the only other good level 4 in the archetype that's not a tuner. Oh god, so yeah, this thing just instantly replaces Ygopro. Ygopro might still get played as a one of, but I don't see it being played. I can't wait to test this out. I'm going to be tinkering around with this a lot. Expect lots of Nordic crap because I'm going to be talking about this deck forever. My god, I just read this one text here. Okay. Okay. Oh, jeez. Wow, this is so ancient I don't even have Govig in it. It just dawned on me because I think I've messed with, yeah, my current build's more like this with the Metaphys stuff. Because Nordic's and Metaphys get along really well. Okay, so Nordic Relic hit Dosov. Okay, Evaldi, you have a good search target right here. Normal spell card, you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn and only once that turn. So you can only use both effects once per turn, and you can only use one of its first and second effects. Okay, so it's a hard once per turn, and you can only use one or the other. You can't do both. Okay, so first effect, special summon one Nordic monster from your deck. You cannot special summon monsters from the extract while the summon monsters face up on the field except Azir monsters. That's not a big deal. You make your Azir, and then you just plus. I love this. This card is awesome just for that right there. I do wish it could let you go into any, because you're currently, with this, you can't just activate this, cheese out a dude, summon into Golvig. You can't do that. That sucks. You can't go into Golvig. That's annoying. You can't make Golvig. But it's a free Nordic. It's a free freaking Nordic. That's this card. I love it. You can banish this card from your graveyard, add a Nordic monster from your deck to your hand, and then you shuffle one card from your hand into deck. Why can't you just give them a free +1? Why can you not just give them a free +1? Nordics need that. Okay. So this card, it's also a searcher in the graveyard. Now, I really do hate that this is not just a free +1, because freaking Prediction Princess can get a free +1, but Nordic can't. Okay, Prediction Princess. The ritual spell. During your main phase, that's a turn of descent there. You can banish this card, add a Prediction Princess monster from your deck to your hand. Why can this card not just have that effect? Why do you have to make them shuffle a card back in the deck? That's annoying, but you know what? It's still a searcher, and I will take that. It's annoying that right now the only Nordic searcher before this card is a trap card. Now, granted, Gleipnir is probably the most pretty ultimate I have ever seen. I really miss having my playset because it was a beautiful card. But like, the fact that this card, we finally have a searcher that's not Gleipnir. The downside is that you still have to wait a turn, because if you activate the first effect, you're not activating the second effect. And I don't see myself personally playing Full Spiritual Goods to do the second effect. except maybe in certain situations. Like, I might play one full Spiritual Goods just to be able to do it, and also if this card has a graveyard effect, you're gonna have to wait and see. But, like, God, why can this not just be a free +1? Oh, that's so annoying. Also, apparently, this is the throne that Odin sits on Valhalla. That's interesting. Okay. Very pretty throne, Odin. Good for you. Nordic Rogue Svalin. You're going to use one of the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn, and only once that turn. First effect: if you control an A0 monster, you can negate the effects of all face-up cards your opponent controls currently until the end of this turn. Okay. We have a mass monster negate, and not even monster negate, face-up cards if you control an A0. And it's searchable off of Evaldi. Oh my god, this basically is a quick effect. This is basically a quick effect version of Thor's effect, but it also negates the spells and traps. I love it. You contribute one Nordic monster, then target A0 in your graveyard, spells will summon it. They also gave the deck an archetypal monster reborn. Oh my god, Konami. Okay, so this card is great. I can already hear people going, "Oh, you gotta get your A0 to do it." I don't care. That's the whole point of the archetype. That's like saying, "Oh, you gotta control Dark Magician to activate some card into Dark Magician archetype." The whole point is getting the A0 on the field. If you aren't getting the A0 on the field, you aren't playing Nordics right. Or at least you aren't playing them well. That being said, the deck does need more A0. That's the big one. They need more A0. And I'm hoping that Konami just hasn't revealed everything yet. I'm hoping that is the case. But you know what? These 4 cards are a massive improvement to the archetype. It doesn't fix everything. It really doesn't. But it's a massive improvement to this deck. To the point where, honestly, I don't know if I'm going to have to use Metaphys in the deck anymore. That's going to be interesting. I'm going to test Pure and also test Metaphys. Because I still want to mess around with Metaphys, because banishing 3 Metaphys cards off of YgoAmino is just too good. Oh, hey, I'm going to banish 3 Metaphys, get their effects off in the next turn. Who cares if I can't summon anything else for the rest of the turn except for an A0? So, these 4 cards, they don't fix all the problems. They really don't. The deck still needs more A0. I want at least one more A0, preferably a low level one that helps you get into the big guys. And honestly, I'd like to see another new big boss A0. I don't know who they could pick other than maybe Freya or something for like a notable big boss A0, but it'd be cool. I'd also really like to see some more good relics. We need more good relics. These are both very good relics. Very, very good relics. I love this. I love this a lot, and as soon as they are on Ygopro, I'm going to be playtesting the heck out of them, and you can bet I'm going to be talking about them. Speaking of talking about them, I know about the new Ghost Trick and the vampire stuff. I have not had time to sit down and do videos. My work has been... I've had to take work home a lot, and I've had to stay at work a lot late. So I have not been able to have the free time or energy to record. And as you can tell, I'm recording this at 11 o'clock at night. That's why I'm speaking really low. But I love Nordic so much. I just have to talk about these as soon as possible because I wanted to give you guys my sincere impressions on these. I love them all. I can't wait to playtest this deck. I can't wait to playtest everything about it. I am deeply regretting selling my Ghost Rare Odins. I might have to shell out for those again, but those are so expensive. Last I saw, well, when I sold them, they were like $200. They're gonna go up because of these. It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna have to settle for the Ultras or something. Or oh hey, didn't he get a reprint as a secret in my Legend Collection 5 days or something? I gotta double check that because I remember it was looking pretty good. On a side note, I do want to talk about these real quick. I remember these being leaked like a month ago, and I wasn't sure if they were real or not, so I wanted to wait. But they have been confirmed. We are getting... I'll be honest, I don't care about any of these other than Burstinatrix. As you guys know, I like heroes a lot too. They're one of my other favorite archetypes in the Yu-Gi-Oh game. Because I grew up watching GX more than I did like the original series, and heroes have always had a soft spot in my heart. I want a playset of these Burstinatrixes. It drives me nuts that we're just now finally getting her original art. But other than that, I just wanted to let you guys know that, yeah, hey, the rest of the Lost art, you know, you got Win, Gemini Elf. I'm sure there's a lot of people who are looking forward to that, especially old Yu-Gi-Oh players who've been around since the beginning. Then we got Return Burial, I think is what it's called. I don't remember. These are in French, from the looks of it. Maybe Spanish, I can't tell. Burstinatrix, the original art. Not the art of her uncensored. I'm sure they're going to do that later on, too. And then, I forget what this card is called. Magical Changing Room, I think is what it is. I don't even know what they censored out of that. Like, what would they censor in that? It doesn't... I don't know. Anyways, so that is everything. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to try and get around to making more videos again. I really want to keep doing this, especially since one of my favorite decks is getting new support now. I'm going to be playtesting the hell out of these. Oh my god, I can't wait. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Peace out, and see y'all later. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do consider rating, commenting, and subscribing. Sharing the video helps as well. If you especially really like it, please do consider being a channel member. Every little bit helps out. And hey, also why not check me out on my other social media pages. Thank you, and have a great day.